I'm James Allen Roberson, and I composed the score for Heart of a Champion. Charlie and her mom moved to this new town, and she goes to a new school, and we immediately kind of learn that she's kind of a fish out of water. So I wanted to reflect that in certain parts of the music. As she becomes more confident and learns to ride, and the connection between her and the horse really grows and blossoms, orchestra elements come in, and more grandiose and proud and triumphant elements come in and sort of dress up Charlie's much more small and delicate themes that happen early on. I try to use the Western fiddle to kind of represent the horse and Charlie's connection with the horse. So it's really not until the horse gets introduced that we start getting little moments of that creeping into the score. I had this amazing fiddle player who I had met in Los Angeles, but who actually works out of Nashville, named Dana B. We met randomly at a gig, and then I said, well, we should do a movie sometime. And then about 2 weeks later or so, this film comes in. When you watch Madison writing, it's at the very end of the film, the sort of Charlie's rival, the music that's playing behind her is one of Dana's original songs called Believin'. Because of the very short amount of time that I had to score the film, I reached out to some of my very best friends from college, from Los Angeles, who are working in industry. I actually reached out to my friends Hannah Ferber and Luke Fackler, who make up this band Idylmind, and they made Windswept and Wild, which is just a great opening track to a wonderful little film.
For those who don't know, we're Idylmind.
I'm Hannah Ferber.
And I'm Luke Fackler.
We make indie alt-pop music that makes you feel like you're lost in a dream. When Charlie is galloping on that horse, it just made me think of that sort of sense of freedom and possibility that you have when you're a child. And personally, as a kid, I spent a lot of time like running around, you know, and I would run in to get a snack or something. My hair would be all crazy and my face would be like bright red and I'd be out of breath.
It's like you couldn't wait to get back outside with your friends, and like food could wait until like tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know?
Windswept and Wild is just a little bit more folky than some of the other songs, maybe lyrically and instrumentally, but it has the same heart that all the other Idylmind songs have.
It's definitely different. We would normally use drum machines and synths. What can I do to really drive home this like southern horse thing? And listening to some of James's score too, and input from him too, is like, let's keep it acoustic, but have like your Idylmind vibe, but like lean into the acoustic. So grab the Martin, mandolin, tenor guitar, all that stuff that I usually do with a synth, I did with acoustic instruments instead. It's a little bit different when you have the time code in front of you and you know that this scene is locked and your music has to work precisely with that scene.
As the credits start to roll, there's a song by my friend Alicia Ackerman. She wrote this little song called We'll Stay Young. We'll stay young. And it just fully summed up the wildness that is sort of vindicated in Charlie at the end of the film. I was extremely lucky to have gotten Alvin Wee. He's mixed a million things, including Encanto, and he was all about it, and he did such a great job just making sure that the songs led into the score elements in a way that seemed natural and seemed part of the same world. So we put together an album full of my score cues, the opening Idylmind track, and then a few other songs that were in or inspired by the movie. So you can check that out at Heart of a Champion original soundtrack on like Spotify and Apple Music. I definitely want to thank my friend Nanea Miata for introducing me to the producer of this film, Miriam Elkinen, because without her, I wouldn't have even known this was happening, but I was really grateful that they brought me on board at the last minute and gave me a chance to kind of put my musical mark on this beautiful little film. So Heart of a Champion comes out in theaters, a limited theatrical run, on February the 17th, and then video on demand on February 21st, so you can catch it out there.